Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's been a minute. Today I'm going to anger the YouTube titans.
You are wrong! All of you are wrong!
I'm going to go against the trend, and I've got some controversial things to say. Well, not really. It's about a credit card. I'm not trying to stir up anything crazy. It's just about a credit card. But in this box, I have the one thing most personal finance YouTubers can agree on. A credit card that nobody wants. I went looking for reviews of this card. I couldn't find a single good one. Like, not one good review of this card. No, seriously, not one. Not from big YouTubers like this guy or this guy. Not from the credit card YouTubers like this guy or this guy. I mean, even random people like this guy didn't like it. I did find one person who actually had the card. It was this guy. And he didn't like it either. So I went digging, and this whole journey started because I got invited to this card, and I had never heard of it before. And I said, all right, well, let me look into it, see if it's a good deal. My credit's pretty good. I don't have an 800 anything, but I'm above 700. So I figured, all right, my hard work is paid off. I can get me a nice one of those premium credit cards. And when I went looking, no one liked it. And I was like, well, why don't they like it? Well, there's a couple reasons that nobody that I could find likes this card. There's no intro offer. They don't give you 10, 15, 20,000, 100 random points. There's those points that you do accumulate don't transfer to anybody at like some insane rate. Thank you, Train. Those points they give you don't transfer anybody at some insane rate. You don't have these multiplying categories for points, like 5 times for this or 4 times for that or 3 times for this. And then the marketing for the card is terrible. It's not good at all. I don't know if they're going for the whole less is more or like secretive thing, but it's just not working out at all. Like they're not doing any favors. But then I noticed the card has a $495 annual fee.
What? That is crazy.
So I thought to myself, here's a card that has a really high annual fee. Not the highest, but high enough. No one likes the card. There's no intro offer. There's no multiplying category. Like, how could a card be this bad and this expensive and still exists? So I did the only logical thing, and I got it.
What an idiot.
Before you boo me into oblivion, just hear me out. So when you get it, it comes in this lovely little box. Yes, the luxury card, the one that everybody hates. And it's like, just a quick unboxing, because that's what people do on the internet. They unbox things. You get it, and there's this one card that just says, welcome to the card. There's your concierge phone number. And then some other viable contacts, like if you need help, people that'll come help you, like internationally or account management. It comes like a leather pad, which is further down in here for you to put your stuff on, like your nightstand. There's an app. This Chekhov's app, that'll come in later. The concierge, which all cards of this level have a concierge. Someone you can call and just do things for you. Travel. It comes with priority pass, which, all right. I mean, if you don't know what priority pass is, it's basically how you like skip to the front of the line. But yeah, at this level, you expect it to have that. And there's other benefits. So it does have pre-check. It'll cover that. It'll give you $100 airline credit every year and a bunch of other generic things that most cards have. Price protection, price insurance, trip delay, blah, blah, blah. I'll go into more detail with it, but that's not really what this video is about. And then there's other rewards. Like you get 2% back for airfare, 1.5% for cash back. Here's that stupid little card. And yes, that's his glass. This is the luxury card. It's a large, heavy metal black card. It just says black card. It is the same one that everyone in those videos that I mentioned before spoke about and how they can't stand it. None of them like it. If the card is so bad, why am I sitting here with it? In my opinion, based upon what I know that no one else says, this is one of the top 3 best credit cards on the planet.
This is blasphemy. This is madness.
Here's why. I have yet to find a credit card that gives you an appreciable discount on private flights.
Private plane?
And I don't mean like Jet X where you're like sharing a plane or a deadhead. I mean your own private flights. Helicopters. If you're going from North Jersey to New York or, zipping around LA from the airport to your home, helicopters. There's discounts on that. Limousine services. There's discounts on that. Premium hotels, places I've never even heard of, villas across the globe, hotel credits when you get there. They have that. I have no sign. I don't mention it. Like, obviously, the cashback events I never heard of. Like, I got an invite to eat at a Michelin star restaurant and have the chef bring me their signature dish. And part of that was comped with a card. So how does all that happen with one of these? Not this one specifically, but you need a phone and you need the app. See, all the benefits I just mentioned aren't marketed anywhere. The website doesn't have it. The invitation doesn't have it. The stuff you get in the mail doesn't have it. Nothing. So if you're not a card member and you don't have access to the app, which you need an account for, you would know these things. That's why everybody thinks it's a terrible card, because if you're not in the club, you don't know what's in the club. It's the truth. Like, it's a fantastic credit card. It's nowhere near the monstrosity it's been painted out to be. Now, to be clear, who do I think this card is for? Like, what's the gist of it? This card reminds me of the debate about Android versus iPhone people. This card is more like it just works. I travel internationally, and there are places where they just won't accept American Express. Everybody takes MasterCard. I've never been to a place where my MasterCard wasn't accepted. What I'm saying is, the card just works. I only carry 3 credit cards with me, and this is one of them because it just works. Everywhere I go, they just take it and it just does the thing. I don't have to worry about, does this card have for this category, is this card for that category, or this one for, like, I just use the card and buy the things that I want or make the purchase I need to make. Who do I think this card is targeted for? People who fly private, people who use helicopters, people who get driven on limousine services, people who can afford to go to Michelin star restaurants, people who can eat a $300 burger in New York, people who go to villas when they go on vacation, people who pay for their golf clubs to be mailed to the location so that they arrive when they get there so they don't have to carry them, or people who have an electronic wardrobe that's housed in a warehouse where the clothes are shipped where they're arriving. Those are the kind of services this card offers. There's another one where you can pay for a separate type of insurance or service where if you're injured or hurt and you don't like the hospital you're at, they will fly you to the hospital of your choosing. Not for medical necessity, but out of customer desire. And if you know anything about insurance, they're not doing anything unless it's medically necessary. They're like, with this service, I don't want to be here. I want to go home. They'll fly you home. Oh, you were, backpacking in Nepal and you twisted your ankle and you don't want to be seen at that hospital? We'll fly you home. Like, that's the kind of thing, that's the type of people I think this card is targeted for. Can normal people use it? Yeah, like me. Like, I use it. It's just a good card to have. So now that I've kind of gone off the rails and gone off script like I always do, that's all it was. It was the card that everybody hates and everybody has it wrong. Do I think there are problems with the card? The marketing is atrocious, horrible. Nobody knows what you're trying to sell them unless they get it and then they see what's there. Do I use all the services? No, but I'll leave you with this. If you're flying private, you know that you don't pay for the destination, you pay by hour. The discount this card offered on private flights alone, if I took 2 flights, if I took one really long flight, like from LA to New York, or just a long private flight, it don't have to be from LA to Sydney, but just a long private flight, the discount this card offers would cover the annual fee for the next 10 years. And then everything else on top of that is just gravy. If you're the kind of person that's a spreadsheet saying which points are worth 1.6 cent or 1.75 or 1.3, you're not going to like the card. Or I don't think it's targeted towards you. If the kind of person that has like 12 credit cards or 5 cards in their wallet because I use this one for McDonald's, or this one's for dining out, and this one's for ShopRite, and this one's for Buc-ee's, and this one's for rental cars, this card isn't targeted towards you. It's targeted toward people, in my opinion, who just want a card that just does the thing. It just works. I say that because that's a return of phrase that I got from my mom's side of it. It just does the thing. Just do the thing that I pay you to do. And that's why I carry it, because it just does the thing. It covers the cost. When I need to use it, it just works. So if there's interest, I'll do a follow-up on some more of the benefits that it offers. And I'll say this in closing, because I know I keep saying in closing. The main reason I think they don't market what the card does, because I've had the card for over a year now, and what it offers changes, and they don't notify you. It's just, here's this new thing. Like, there was one time, there was one private plane company. Then there were two. Then there were three. Then it was down to two. And it was like, there wasn't any notification, just, so they're adding things and they're taking things away, but they're constantly updating the offering, trying to provide the best service for the customers. And if you're constantly changing what you're offering, you can't market that because it keeps changing. Anyway, man, I'm Larry. I'm not a veteran banker. I'm your veteran banker. And like, comment, subscribe. If you found the video helpful, if you want to talk about it in the comments, let me know. If you want to follow the video, I'll do that. But yeah, man.